Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, everybody. It's August, which means that it's back to school, not only for college kids, but for kindergartners, elementary, middle school, high schoolers. Everyone's going back to school. And here to talk about some things that, you know, some parents for kids maybe moving into kindergarten or going up to a higher middle school or high school level, or even just some community awareness, is the communication director for Park City School District, Melinda Colton. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, Conrad. Always my pleasure.
All right, so it's back to school. It's that time of year again.
We are in the throes. In fact, I was actually yesterday out in some of the schools. We have had teachers out there already. They don't even need to start until later, but they're out there not getting paid, setting up their classrooms, getting everything set and ready. And we have spent all summer getting the buildings cleaned, recarpeted, renovated, all of those kinds of things so that we are ready for that.
Beautiful.
First day of school, I want to remind people, is next Thursday, the 23rd. Kindergarten then starts on Monday.
And you said a scary fact that made me kind of like, oh, I'm actually getting old. You said the class of 2031 is starting this year?
Yes, our incoming kindergartners will graduate in 2031.
That's insane. I remember a couple of years ago when they were like, yeah, so there's no kids from the 90s no longer in school, and I was like, oh no, it's already, it's happening. I'm growing up.
I know.
For any parents who are watching the show this morning and who may have kids going into kindergarten or moving up into a higher grade, into a new middle school or high school, what can you tell these parents to reassure them that their kids are in good hands?
You know, I don't think kids ever outgrow that excitement of the first day, but also with that, as they're switching to different grade levels, it's nerve-wracking. It's just a little bit, they're a little bit anxious. I know I have, my oldest is going into high school, talk about feeling old. And he's even nervous because he's going into high school. And so I would encourage parents to definitely get into the schools. The schools are open now. Get in there, walk their kids so they know where their classroom is, especially as you get to the middle school and the high school and junior high where you have to switch classes. Walk them through a schedule. My high schooler wouldn't let me do that. So he's got an upperclassman who's going to take him in and show him where all of the different classes are. I just think that really helps them get accustomed to the school, introduce them to the principal and or their counselors, and then make sure always as they're getting ready to start school that they start off the morning with a great breakfast, that you get them up early enough that they're not rushed and feeling like they're getting out the door. So as calm as we can make that day for our students as they're starting. I mean, chances are pretty high most students don't sleep the night before school starts.
No, I remember the night before school, it was almost like Christmas, where it was so exciting. And I remember continuously waking up throughout the night and looking at my alarm clock and be like, is it time to wake? No, okay, I have 4 more. Is it time to wake up? No. Like always waking up intermittently throughout the night because I was so excited. And it's seriously, you get to see your friends again, but also it's the new year. You can start over new. You know, it's hey, I'm the new Conrad now. But with that being said, the community is going to have to be aware of things going on. I know when I drive up to work now, I'm going to have to be aware of high school starting at Eccles.
Traffic,
Traffic, especially in the morning and afternoon. Can you give some tips and pointers for the community to be aware of school and school zones?
Yes. Let me talk about one thing first, and that is for parents that are coming to and from drop-off and pickups at Ecker Hill Middle. All you have to do is drive by out there, and you can see that the park and ride is not ready yet. It won't be ready till October 1. The county is doing some great things to accommodate us. The first layer of pavement will go down on Monday, and so that will help. The detour will stop. And then during school hours, the early mornings and the afternoons when we do pickups, the flag operations will stop, they'll halt, and we'll let that traffic kind of go in and out, and then they'll resume those during the day when kids are in school. But parents especially, be patient. Most likely our buses in the Ecker, any of those Ecker Hill Middle students, they'll run late, picking up and probably dropping off. Just remember to be patient, realize that the county is accommodating us the very best that they can to make sure we do that. Also, and as you said, as we're kind of in summer mode, and so we would encourage all parents, all drivers, whether you have kids or not, when you see a school zone sign, make sure that you're 20 miles an hour. Watch out for those students who are walking. We will have a bike to school day, August 31 here in Park City. And so please watch for bike bikers, because we really do promote that healthy living, and we encourage our students to bike to school and to walk to school. So just be cautious and be careful. And don't ruin the start of this year by saving yourself 2 or 3 minutes to get to work.
Yeah. Give yourself plenty of time. Coordinate in the morning to know that, hey, things may be a little bit slow. So give you that time so you're not rushing. It's better to be early rather than rushing to get everything done. It becomes stressful, and if parents are stressed out, the kids will get stressed out, and then they'll go through school being stressed. So it's a lose-lose situation when things are stressful. Is there any public events that the Park City School District puts on it? That the community can maybe get involved with the school somehow?
Yeah, we have back to school nights at all of our schools, and those are posted on our website, which is pcschools.us. So there's an image up that lists all of the different sites and when they have those. And that is another way too to get your students in there. As a parent, I like to go in, I want to see who these teachers are. I tell my children, you spend more time at school than you do with me nowadays. And so I want to know their personalities. I want to know what they're like. I want them to know who I am. And that same goes for any parent out there. Take that opportunity to meet your principals, go in and see the school, and it just reassures the child and makes them excited. Other thing I want to mention, Conrad, too, is that over the summer at our elementary schools, we have installed vestibules. So parents just walking into school and dropping off a lunch to their student, those days are gone now. And so we want to make our schools inviting, and we want parents to come and to volunteer. But as they're coming in, again, allow yourself more time because they will need to show some kind of ID, a state ID, and get a badge before they are buzzed into the school. So that's just a security measure that's going to be, we're really training our secretaries right now in our schools on how to do that. And so that's going to be a learning curve for all of us. So just allow yourself some more time as you're going into schools. We want parents to be in schools. We want community members to come in and volunteer to read to our students and help our teachers. But again, this day and age, Park City, we've always been so open, and we pride ourselves in that. But in this day and age, we just have to be a little more careful, and that's one of the ways we feel will help that, to ensure that not only our students are safe, but also our staff.
Well, I think that's so cool, and we've had on the show, counselors come in and talk about, how they're doing mental health awareness for school. So it's so awesome what you guys are doing for Park City High School, or not just high schools, but the school district in general. And the fact that you're like, hey, yeah, parents, we want you to be involved too, because school is very much not only just the student and teacher, it's the administration and its parents involved. Because I remember some of my parents not even knowing who my teachers were, and so when I was talking about my teachers, they were like, oh, I can't say anything because they haven't met yet. So have that friendship between parents and teachers, or just relationship, is huge. Any final words you want to give to the community and to parents about back to school season? Well,
we are staffed. The fact that we offer the highest starting salary in the state is just incredible, and we're so appreciative of our community for allowing us to be able to offer that higher compensation. We've just hired 47 new licensed staff, so between counselors, social workers, and new teachers, and that has just gone incredible. Probably the most important thing people want to know, yes, our new superintendent is in town. We will get her in here for an interview with you in the coming weeks.
Perfect.
She's going to be incredible, Dr. Jill Gilday, and we want to welcome her, and we hope that as parents see her around town that they'll stop and meet her and say hello, and be watching for details on an open house to come and meet her as well.
Well, Melinda, thank you so much for coming on, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the Mountain Morning Show. Stay tuned for PCTV Reports, hosted by me. We'll see you tomorrow.